Let's go to page 315, and number 1, you have y equal to x minus 2 squared, and you want to sketch the graph. So get your h and k. So k equal to 0. From here, your h equal to 2. So vertex is at 2, 0. So on your graph, okay, so get your axes and then plot the vertex at 2, 0. And then after that, you can go and use the differential technique. So 1 over, you go up 1. Then next one over, you go up 3. So 1, 3, 5. Okay, and the other side would be symmetrical. And you connect the dots. Okay, and that's your graph. Okay, and then it says label. So make sure you answer all the parts. So label the vertex is at 2, 0, and the point where it crosses over the y-axis, this is the y-intercept, so it would be at 0, 4. Okay. So that's for number 1. Let's go to number 3. You have y plus 4 is equal to x minus 2 squared. So k equal to negative 4, h equal to 2. So make sure you take the opposite. So vertex is going to be a 2, negative 4. Okay, so for number 3. Vertex is 2, negative 4. Okay, again, so you get the rest of the points. So 1 over up 1, next one 3. Next one, 5. So use the 1, 3, 5. Okay, then you connect the dots. So from here, the vertex is going to be a 2, negative 4. And the point it crosses over will be 0, 0. Okay, let's go to number 5. You have y minus 10 equal to negative x plus 4 squared. So you have to be careful now. Right now the a is negative 1. Okay, so you have k equal to 10, a equal to negative 1, and h equal to negative 4. So your vertex is going to be at negative 4, 10. Okay, and then your 1, 3, 5, the a is negative 1, so it would be negative 1, negative 3, negative 5. Means you have to go down. Okay, so vertex is negative 4, 10. And now you have to go down. So you have to go down 1. So 1 over, go down 1. 1 over, go down 3. 1 over 5. 1 over 7. Okay, so match it up, and then you just go and draw that. And label, so vertex is going to be at negative 4, 10. And this point over here is going to be at 0, it's going to be negative 6. You just count it. Okay, let's go to number 7. Yeah, y plus 8 equal to 2 times x minus 1 squared. So k equal to negative 8 from here, right? K equal to negative 8, a equal to 2, and h equal to 1. So the vertex is going to be at 1, negative 8, right? 1, negative 8. And then your table, you got 1, 3, 5, and a equal to 2, so it'd be 2, 6, and 10. Okay, so those are your increments. Okay, so let's go and sketch. So the vertex is 1, negative 8. So it would be 1, negative 8. And you have to go up 2. So 1 over go up 2. Next one over is 6. And next one is 10. Okay, so that's your graph. So the vertex I can label, so vertex is 1, negative 8. And the point where it crosses over the y-axis would be 0, comma, negative 6. You can just go and sketch. Okay, let's go to number 9. You have y equal to 1/2 times x minus 4 squared plus 3. So now this is not in the correct form, so I need to get this on this side, so I need to minus 3 on both sides. So I got y minus 3 equal to 1/2 times x minus 4 squared. So from here, the k equal to 3, I have to take opposite, a equal to 1/2, and h equal to 4. So the vertex is going to be a 4, comma 3. And the table, you got 1, 3, 5. Okay, so the a equal to 1/2, so it'd be 3 over 2. 1 over 2, and then you got 3 over 2 and 5 over 2. Okay. Okay, so let's go and sketch. So vertex is at 4, 3. Okay, and you have to go over 1/2, 3/2, and 5/2. So 1 over. Okay, next one is over here. Next one is 5 over 2. Okay, so those are your points. Okay, so you need to get one more point. So it would be 7/2. Okay, so this one you need to get one more number, so 7 would be 7 over 2, which is 3.5. Okay, so go and sketch. So the vertex is going to be at 4, comma 3. Okay, and this point over here would be 0, comma 11. Okay, let's go to number 11. You have y equal to 1/4 times x plus 1 squared. So k equal to 0, a equal to 1 over 4, and h equal to negative 1. So vertex is going to be at negative 1, comma 0. And the table you're making 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, so a equal to 1 over 4. So you're going to get 1 over 4, 3 over 4, 5 over 4, 7 over 4. Right, so those are your increments. Okay, so let's go ahead and sketch these things. So vertex is negative 1, 0. Okay, and then the one you go over would be 1 over 4, and then 3 over 4, and then 5 over 4, and then 7 over 4 over here. Okay. Okay, and after that you have to label. Okay, so your vertex, yeah. So vertex is going to be at negative 1, 0, and the point where you cross over would be 0, 1 over 4. Okay, so let's go to number 13. Okay, number 13, you have the parabola y minus 7 equal to 3 times x minus h squared, and your axis is x equal to 5. So you're looking for the h. So from this one, you can see that when you graph, right, when the axis goes through here, so this is x equal to 5. So from this point, you know that it's going to be 7, 5, right? Because here's your k equal to 7, and here's your h. Again, since it goes through the vertex, so from here you can see that it had to be a 5. Therefore, h equal to 5, and that's it. Okay, let's go to number 15. Okay, the parabola has y minus 3 equal to 8 times x minus 1 squared, and it passing through the point at 2, 5, and you're looking for a. So make sure you write down all your information. Okay, so if you're looking for a, you just go and substitute this into here, and you can solve for a. So that's your x and the y. So you got 5 minus 3 equal to 8 times 2 minus 1 squared. So you got 2 equal to 8 times 1 squared. So from here you can see a equal to 2. Okay, let's go to 17. Okay, so 17, you're looking for the equation. So it says the vertex is in the origin, and it has a point 2, negative 2. So what you want to do is start with your equation, start with your template, and you start to apply the information. So vertex is 0, 0, so that's your 0, 0. So using these, you can reduce your equation becomes this, okay? And then to find a, you apply the next one, but you want to go off to the side. So you got y equal to ax squared, and so that's your x and the y. So you got negative 2 equal to a times 2 squared. So negative 2 equal to 4a, divide by 4, so a equal to negative 1/2. Once you find a equal to negative 1/2, you put over here, and you can substitute. And so you got y equal to negative 1/2 x squared, and that would be the answer. Okay, let's go to 19. Okay, the vertex is at 3, negative 2, and it has a point at 110. So again, same thing, you start with your template. So y minus k equal to 8 times x minus h squared. So apply this. So you got y plus 2 equal to 8 times x minus 3 squared. Now to find a, you go off to the side and use this point. Okay, so you got y plus 2 equal to 8 times x minus 3 squared, and you substitute. So you got 10 plus 2 equal to 8 times 1 minus 3 squared. So you have 12 equal to 8 times negative 2 squared. So 12 equal to 8 times 4, divided by 4. So you got 8 equal to 3. Once you find a equal to 3, you substitute into here. And that would be the answer for number 19. Okay, let's go to 21. Okay, so the vertex is 3, 7, and the y-intercept is equal to 4. So y-intercept equal to 4, that means x equal to 0. So what this means is that the point is at 0, 4. Okay, that's what the y-intercept means. So you just do the exactly same as before. So start with the template. So apply the vertex. So you got y minus 7 equal to a times x minus 3 square. Go off to the side to find a. Okay, so substitute. So you got 4 minus 7 equal to a times 0 minus 3 square. So the negative 3 equal to a times 9. So divide by 9, divide by 9. So a equal to negative 1/3. So substitute back in here. And that would be the answer. Okay, let's go to 23. Okay, it says the axis is x equal to negative 2. So what it tells you is that h equal to negative 2. That's what it is, because the axis always goes through the vertex, always goes through h and k. And the parabola contains points at 0, 0, so 0.1, 0.2 at 1, 5. Okay, so start with your template. So you have the y minus k equal to a times x minus h squared. So you apply the first condition into here. So you got y minus k equal to a times x plus 2 squared. Now I'm going to apply the point 1. Okay. So for 0, 0, okay, I apply this into here because now I have to get two equations. So apply this in here, I get 0 minus, so that's your x and the y, right? So 0 minus k equal to a times 0 plus 2 squared. So I got negative k equal to 4a. So that's one equation. Now for the next one, for the p2 at 1, 5, okay, again that's your x and the y. So again apply into here. So I get 5 minus k equal to a times 1 plus 2 squared. So I get 5 minus k equal to 9a. Now I have to solve these two equations. Notice I have negative k equal to 4a. I have negative k over here. So I can substitute this into here. Okay. So I got 5 minus 4a equal to 9a. And let's see. Okay, double check. Okay, and then you have to a is supposed to equal to 1. Okay, double check. 0, 0, 1, 5 negative 2h plus 2 4. Okay, be careful. This is a plus. Okay, because this whole thing, I substitute this the whole thing. Right, so watch out for the sign. So negative k equal to 4a. So negative k equal to 4a. Whole thing over here. Okay, so minus 4a minus 4a. So 5 equal to 5a. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. So a equal to 1. Okay, I'm going to circle that so I can look for information. So a equal to 1. I can substitute into here. So negative k equal to 4 times 1. So k equal to negative 4. Okay. So now I have the k and the a. I can go back here and write the equation. So I got y minus negative 4 become plus 4. A is 1. So I don't have to write anything. Okay. So this would be the equation. So just substitute the k into here. Okay. K. So look at this equation. So k equal to negative 4 and a is 1. So that's my equation. Okay, let's go to 25. Okay, 25, the x-intercept. So x-intercept are -2 and 2. Okay, so what it's saying is that these points are -2, 0, and 2, 0. Okay, again, x-intercept is when y equal to 0. And you have the y-intercept is 12. So y-intercept is 12. So y-intercept is when x equal to 0. So you're going to get 0, 12. Now for this problem, it's easy if you kind of make a quick sketch. Okay, so x-intercept is -2, 0 and +2, 0. And the y-intercept is 0, 12. So anyway, go up here. So it's somewhere way over here. So you realize that the graph is always symmetrical. So if you have one point here, your axis would be in the halfway. So this would be your axis. Okay. And so by looking at this picture, you can see that this is your vertex. Okay. It just happened that your graph is going this way. So that's your vertex already. Okay. So again, start with your template. Your equation would be y minus k equal to a times x minus h squared. So by looking at these, you can see that the vertex is going to, that's your vertex. It happened to be that. So you're going to get y minus 12 equal to a times x minus 0 squared, be just x squared. Okay? And now all you have to do is just, so don't use this point. So you can use this point to find a. So if you use this point to find a, that's your x and the y, right? So you can get 0 minus 12 equal to a times 2 squared. And so you got -12 equal to 4a divided by 4. You get a equal to -3. And then after you can put in here. So you got y minus 12 equal to -3 x squared. And that would be your equation. So sometimes it helps you if you sketch it out, you make things a lot easier. Okay, let's go to 27. Okay, you got y plus 1 equal to x minus 3 squared, and you're looking for x-intercept. X-intercept is when y equal to 0, right? So that means you just set y equal to 0. And then from here you can go and take the square root on both sides. And then to solve. So I am going to write the equation, separate the two. Okay. Then from here you go and plus 3 on each side. So x equal to 4 plus 3 on each side. So x equal to 2. So your x-intercept would be 2, 4. So you got 2 intercepts. Okay, let's go to 29. You have y plus 1 equal to 1 over 4 times x plus 1. And again, you're looking for x-intercepts. X-intercept means y equal to 0, so you can get rid of that. Okay? And then from here, I'm going to multiply both sides. Again, when x-intercept means y equal to 0, so I'm going to, okay, let's do this thing. Okay, so y equal to 0, that's how you get the x-intercept. And from here, I'm going to multiply both sides by 4 so I can get a perfect square. So multiply by 4. So I got 4 equal to x plus 1 squared. And the reason I want to have a perfect square so I can take the square root. So when I take the square root, I get plus or minus 2 equal to x plus 1. Okay. And so after I take the square root, I'm going to separate the plus from the minus. So I get x plus 1 equal to 2, x plus 1 equal to -2. And to solve, I just minus 1 on both sides, so I get x equal to 1, minus 1 on both sides, I get x equal to -3. So my x-intercept would be 1, -3. Okay, so those are my the x-intercepts.